here, 3v3, Kasyr Lutien, blue team. The Emperor of Mankind is a Lord General apparently. Fights in range combat, begins with his retinue of stormtroopers to help him out. Awesome defense and support capabilities. This is the Death Core of Krieg DLC, so forgive the crackling rebreather sounds that you're hearing. Alongside here, Imperio Magnifico is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of game manipulation and control abilities with some powerful offense too. Begins in melee combat. Some Death Guard over here. Round off the blue team is Nodnerb as a Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed. Powerful offense, disruption and support. Begins in melee combat with a basic synapse. Red team, some Space Marines. First up is Comrade brother Specmarine as a Force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. The Black Templars elite scheme here. Alongside, CubeBits is a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Some Ultramarines over here shooting up the Hive Tyrant, and rounding us off, disposable heroes as a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat by default. Awesome capping and harassing power with some powerful control abilities. Getting stuck in early on. Hive Tyrant kind of fighting two players there, gets away okay. Hormagaunts trying to munch on some Eldar, almost finishing off those Dire Avengers down to a single model. Can now the Hormagaunts escape? Looks like they can. Some CSM weighing in from the Sentinel, some melee attacks, and double Termagants will also, I think, be forced to retreat. Yes, they will. What's going on west side? Pretty busy in the mid. Black Templars in retreats. Lord General was maybe tying them up or something. We do have sergeants up for our guardsmen. Yes, we do. Sentinel is on the field. Imperio with the slightly slower start for Chaos, not getting a second Heretic squad up. It's Havocs, straight into Havocs. Cute bits of Tactical Marines and Comrade with double Tactical Marines. Techmarines got flung aside by the Chaos Sorcerer there with an awesome sync kill. Now he's trying to chase down this Warp Spider. Doom bolts. Dodged it. Where is that Warp Spider right now? Oh, he's over here. Capping that contested VP on the east side. They're all contested. The central one can be a massive pain in the ass to get to up these stairs. Map is relatively large, so the teleporting power of the Warp Spider might be huge here. Force Commander just hanging out behind cover, taking shots from these las guns, shrugging them off with his bucket helm. Sentinel got very, very low, needs some repairs. But Imperial Guard just standing ground for now. Triple Guardsman up for the Emperor of Mankind. Here comes that Hive Tyrant. Is he going to charge in? Nope. He's facing a Shuriken, but Hormagaunts getting in there. Adrenal Gland Hormagaunts too. They will rip apart a guarding weapon team pretty quickly if they get in, especially if they catch it on retreat. What is the Hive Tyrant doing? Why are you retreating, buddy? That's a hell of a long retreat for you, and you had over half hit points. Probably would have kept that guy in play myself. Tactical Marines now getting into melee with Heretics. Heretics are a melee squad, but in their default state at 8 models, they will be cut down in melee, as you can see, by Tactical Marines, but they are now being cut down by Havocs right in their face, wielding a heavy bolter, and they wipe. CubeBits dropping some Marines there, got too greedy, taking out those Heretics. Was having fun in melee there, and then Havocs showed up and say, hey, look at this. Those Heretics lived as well. Single cap for blue team early on. These Marines also getting very low for Comrade. Triple Guardsman and Sentinel, turns out, is a lot of las guns. Force Commander struggling to get in. Maybe get his shield up would be pretty good. Not a piece of war gear you see too often, but it's awesome, especially in team games where I'm pretty sure the defendability affects your allies too. We've lost the indicator for the Techmarine. It's a bug that sometimes happens when a hero falls. Raptors jumping in, suppressing when they land, and a nice Doom Bolt setting it up there with the suppression. Looks like they're all going to escape. Shotgun blast on the Raptors, only knocked down 2 of them though because of reasons. Tier 2 for the Emperor of Mankind, and Ravener Brood on the way for Nodnerb. A pretty late Ravener Brood really. What else did he get? Oh, he upgraded all of his Termagants and Hormagaunts, and also improved Synapse on the way. Nice passive health bonus for your nearby little Tyranid friends. And of course a health bonus for the Hive Tyrant himself. Doesn't tell me the health bonus here. but it's 150 because he's up to 1200 hit points now. He starts at 1050. Maths. Howling Banshees on the way for disposable heroes. Right at the end of tier 1, double shurikens already on the field, keeping trying to keep the Hive Tyrant at arm's length. He can't suppress that guy, but he generally doesn't want to walk head first into setup teams, but with the support of Ravener's Burrow striking in, he can. Shuriken was kind of shooting the wrong target there. Now it's shooting the Raveners and doing huge damage at close range. Hormagaunts getting in though as well. Nodnerb handling his army pretty well so far. Banshees in there are going to be a threat though, a big threat. They can kind of guard the setup teams, and when Raveners Burrow strike in, get going with their power weapons, chopping through stuff. Big threat to a level 1 Hive Tyrant too, without his rending talons. What's going on over here? Power bashing. Space Marines pushing through. Assault Squad having something to do with that. I'm sure they could jump those guardsmen and scare them off pretty easily, especially if the Sentinel's gone down. I was going to say, especially if the Sentinel can't stomp them, but it certainly can't stop them when it's dead. Got a full power gen bash, but didn't quite get a node hit. Here come those las guns. It is Chimera on the way for the Emperor of Mankind. Comrades tier 2 delayed by getting those Assault Squad guys up with their 50 power cost. Raptors gonna be okay, I think. Yep. Dark Flames there. Global ability of the Sorcerer. He's got Vestments of the Warp as well. Will help him getting amongst these enemy Guardian weapon teams. He needs to get away there. Looks like he's going to be okay. CSM looking for stuff to melee, I think. Oh, might have misjudged that. Tactical Marines are there too. And the Warp Spider ties up the Havocs. But here comes a Burrow Strike. Non-stop action on this east side. Mid is red. In fact, all 3 victory points are red right now with a triple cap. 447 to 206. Blood Crusher on the way for Imperio. Librarian already on the field for CubeBits. Did I say cute bits before? It's Cube. I can read. This is the Ultramarines DLC for CubeBits with those cool looking white helmets on the Tactical Marines. Red helmet for the Sergeant because he's special. Here's that Librarian. Support Sub-Commander for Space Marines. He can get stuck into melee though with a power melee weapon too. Can't discount that. Also inspires on kill, I believe. And there's his Veil of Time speeding up those Tactical Marines. Hive Tyrant has got Bioplasma going and is now switching into Extended Carapace. Switching out of his improved Synapse. He wants that charge up to help combat the setup teams, but there's only one left and he still has Raveners, so perhaps could save his resources here and keep that improved Synapse up, because it is helping out the Hormagaunts and the Raveners quite a bit in those front lines. Howling Banshees have the aspect of strength, Doom Bolts, and a Burrow Strike. Doing some good work with his Raveners so far. Warp Spider is capping. Stone Guard Veterans on the field for CubeBits. 2-to-1 cap here for blue team. Hellfire rounds loaded in, doing damage over time to commander type units such as the Sorcerer and also light infantry. This guy's going to go down. That is mark target on your face from Signum Armor. Red team starting to stabilize on this east side now, and blue team need to think about line breakers and big chunks of AoE damage like that. That Bioplasma was a nice hit. So tell me how much damage it does. 90 plasma cannon damage is not bad at all. It does have that long wind-up animation, but if you can dial it in, you can do some serious work with that thing. Chaos Dreadnought on the field now for Imperio Magnifico, looking pretty mental with that Death Guard elite scheme. Autocannon by default, good damage to all targets, small area of effect. Banshees now coming in as the blue team look to stabilize. There's that crippling poison on those guys, really messing up their day. War Shout, grenades, but they are dodged. Burrow Strike not needed. Now they can maybe push through to the power. West side kicking off with the Chimera still around. Do you fellas have your Melter Bomb? Yes you do. We have a Thunderhammer Force Commander. Really wants to kill some guardsmen, I guess. Gonna go down though. These fellas have plasma guns. Does he have the teleporter? I didn't notice. I was too distracted by the wondrous Thunderhammer. Stone Guard veterans also up for Comrade brother Specmarine. Autark just dropped in by disposable heroes, looks like. Let's see what she's up to. Just standing around. It looks like she just jumped back, I think. Blue team getting power bashing going, that's for sure. Level 2 Hive Tyrant does have the extended carapace up. Librarian now with his staff gives him 71.43 power melee DPS and a decent ranged attack too, as you can see there. These force barriers pretty damn good too. Raptors jumping in though. Aspiring champion makes him pretty deadly in melee combat. Down goes the sorcerer. Raptors also in for a bad day now the Banshee's turned up, but looks like they'll get away. Dark Flames thrown in. Some fierce fights, very quick and fierce fights here. Nobody really able to set up and hold for long periods. We'll see how the blue team do here. This might be like a second power bash. Why would you build generators now? Blue team's right here. Heretics a bit far forward, need to back away. They have their aspiring champion. Might see some dominance now there for the blue team. Red team might want to take mid and maybe help out on this west side and lock it down. Look at this, blue team have triple gens up on the contested power. Chimera getting some repairs, some capping going on. What do we have in terms of the armies right now? Heavy weapons squad is up with the heavy bolter. Tier 3 for Nodnerb, so that's a pretty good position to be in. You're bashing power regularly. You have the VP and you go tier 3. 385-117 got no tier 2 units on the field. Disposable heroes looking pretty depleted now with those double Dire Avengers. Blue team are holding this east side pretty well now. Level 2 Havocs. Heavy bolter still. Smite thrown out, but now getting shot up by a Chaos Dreadnought. They really haven't dealt with this Dreadnought, have they? Vengeance rounds loaded in by the Stone Guard. They are maybe hunting it down here. That is their anti-vehicle option. But now they've turned their attention to the Hive Tyrant. They should be using Kraken rounds against the Hive Tyrant. It is the most DPS versus commanders, though you do get the nice damage over time from Hellfire. Oh hey, it was Orbs of the Omnisire from this sneaky Techmarine that I didn't notice because he lost his indicator. Also has the plasma gun, which is pretty damn good DPS. Hive Tyrant lives, 8 hit points, maybe. Shotgun scouts with Veil of Time trying to chase him down here. Down to 3. And they give up. Level 3 Hive Tyrant. Now relatively tough, near 1400 hit points. Who's this? Lord General's down. Looks like he has the sniper rifle. Thanks to the decorator there. We can see that. 385, 79, 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Looking pretty dominant in terms of these recent fights and also the VP counter. Las Cannon getting shots on the node, right at the edge of the firing arc. Las Cannons don't need to worry about damage falling off at longer range kind of thing. Keep them as far back as you can. Carnifex on the way for Nodnerb, dropping the Hormagaunts, but that's it. Skipping tier 2. We'll see if it pays off. More Havocs on the way for Imperio Magnifico. Another Autark dropped in. Might have been the same one. She can Skyleap. Is that her Skyleaping now? What was that? That was weird. Oh, she did Skyleap. Okay. Looks like she was purchasing her fusion gun at the same time. Not sure how that'll work out for you. Carnifex on the field, stomping around. A monstrous creature for tier 3 Tyranids. Get some really awesome upgrades on that guy. And he's gone for the Barb Strangler. They're all good. Barb Strangler, probably my favorite right now. A mobile plasma cannon on a giant alien thing that suppresses. What's not to like? Stone Guard veterans level 4 up to 2205 hit points. It's not bad. Those guys bashing those gens, choosing not to steal the gens, rather destroy them for the Emperor and all that good stuff. Chaos Sorcerer, Sword of Flame, level 3. I hear noises. What's going on mid? I have Tyrant now getting serious with a crushing claw. Almost level 4. Massive DPS from those things going after the Autark. And there's that Barb Strangler. Ouch. Raptors jumping on. Those guys are done for. Boom. Mark target now on the Raptors. He's kept these guys alive. Look at the damage they're taking, though. As soon as I say that, they're going to go down, aren't they? Yes, they are. Librarian in there with his Force Staff. Heretics are going to try and chase off this Warp Spider. Oh, no, they're just going to cap. Dreadnought's done well. He's up to level 2. Tier 3 all round for blue team. We have Comrade and disposable heroes of the red team still in tier 2. What's going on west side? Force commanders grown in stature I should say. Teleporter pack is in play. Oh, or just run into this thing face first. I'm like the curse, aren't I? As soon as I say he's grown in stature, he tries to say hello to a heavy bolter with his neck. Didn't quite work out for him. Mark of Khorne on the way for this Dreadnought. Always a great option for the Sorcerer because he can support it with his warp, get out of trouble. As long as you position your Sorcerer right, that is. That was a nasty Barb Strangler shot. And another taking out 2 Stone Guard veterans, getting 21 red for each of those guys. This guy has taken some damage. Some more Stone Guard veterans here. Hellfire rounds loaded in. What is this? Is it a Venerable Dreadnought? I think it is. Yes. Tier 3 melee walker for the Techmarine. With a charge. And tons of hit points. Would be nice to see that guy one day with a ranged weapon upgrade that removes his charge or something. Not sure what it would be. Maybe like a las cannon. Probably super OP. 357 25. Force Commander is level 5 and back to his feet. There's that Lord General. Who's he got in his little retinue over here? Looks like he's got the Vox operator who can call in reinforcements. Although I hear it's rather buggy sometimes. Oh hey, Wraith Lord. Walker vehicle for Eldar. Can get some nice ranged options and keep his melee resistance, which all of the other walkers are jealous of. Uh-oh, Carnifet's getting chased by a Venerable Dreadnought. Because this guy has the Barb Strangler, it will not have melee resistance. So it's taking full melee damage from this Venerable. Here comes a Mark of Khorne. Dreadnought though. Very low on hit points, but wants to fight. Gene Stealers also, with Rending Claws, will tear through pretty much anything given the opportunity. 330-25. Red team really holding on here. Down super low on their VPs. And that's a dead assault squad, surely. 16-15. Down it goes, yeah. They got it. They got it. Warp Spider's there. Just pick off the odd guardsman. Are you up to 12 models yet, fellas? Yes, you are. Doesn't have much else, though, the old Emperor of Mankind. Got a heavy weapon squad and a Baneblade on the way. Fire Dragons on the field for disposable. Got a decent little varied army now, disposable. Double Dire Avengers, Autarch, Wraithlord, and the Fire Dragons. Neither team has really dealt with the vehicles on the field yet. Got some sneaky scouts. Might have already thrown a grenade. Hence their low energy. Venerable Dreadnought getting stuck in. Smack. And another Autarch drop by disposable heroes. Did it just take out the Dreadnought there? That was awesome. Here's the Baneblade. Super unit for Imperial Guard, bristling with guns. Those Twin Linked Heavy Bolters can also suppress targets. 298-25. Those Stone Guard getting suppressed there. We have Mark of Khorne Havocs. The autocannon is so awesome. There are some garrisons to use here if you want to be super defensive if you're getting really pressured, but we haven't seen them use it, I don't think. What's going on? East side. Gene Stealer's eating a power node. Get a little bit of XP, why not? Decapping it now. Oh, ton of formation going off. Not sure why. Did it knock these guys off it? Maybe. Now they're running into an autocannon. It's a heavy weapons squad autocannon though. Not quite as horrifically frightening as the Chaos one, but still pretty damn good. Taking out the Stone Guard veterans with some help. Big misplay there from Comrade, forgetting about the Stone Guard veterans on the west side. Venerable Dreadnought in some trouble. Might get chased down by a Baneblade. Does charge away. You'll often see that ability used as an escape rather than get into an offensive position. 298, 18, single cap for red team. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for CubeBits. And Comrade finally goes tier 3. Chaos Predator now for Imperio. Genocido's running off. I guess they didn't want to fight his Wraith Lord. Red team take the east side. They have a single now. These guys getting suppressed by that Beyblade. Thunderhammer, not really the weapon you want to use, but a Power Fist is. He had it queued up there for a second. Now has cancelled it. These guys do have a las cannon, but alone may not be enough to deal with the Beyblade. He's got tons of resources, Comrade. What are you waiting for? He might have been waiting for the requisition to get assault terminators, but now he has it, and he just lost some Marines, I think. 290, 18. Yeah, assault terminators called in with their Thunderhammers and Storm Shields would be a good option for going after the Beyblade for sure. Crushing Claw, Hive Tyrant gets stuck in on this Wraith Lord. Might take it down here. Down he goes. Leveling the Hive Tyrant to 5. Can't mess with this guy. Sorcerer with Tome of Subjugation. Good choice to use against high level infantry. Terminators, I guess they went after the Beyblade a bit, but it's now getting repaired. In fact, double repaired, because that is a repair bunker, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Because it's Lehman Russ would be repaired if it was. That was just 2 guardsmen there. Can you retake it, Mr. Lord General? He's gonna give it a go. Lads can't really shoot that guy. Force Corner teleports in to get him off the cap and succeeds. Terminator's taking a lot of damage from this Beyblade as they move in here, but there's a Land Raider. Now the Terminators can reinforce off this thing and also get some health regen. Actually getting inside the Land Raider there. They should have kept walking forward. That was Orbs of the Omnissiah. Terminators need to get out and start attacking. There we go. Venerable Dreadnought is in play. Beyblade is going down for sure. Getting rear armor hits from a Venerable. How fast did its health go down there from those Dreadnought attacks? Level 2 Venerable now. Does not have Dark Age of technology though. Swarmlord on the way. Mid is uncapped. Orbital. Blue team spotted it though and moved off. And the Sorcerer wanted to go for a ride, I guess. Just walked right back in there. 248 to 14. Can the Swarmlord help Blue team push this advantage into a win? Red team have done so well to hold on so far. Land Raider now coming mid. CubeBits not being passive with it. And I guess he needs to be that way because they can't just sit on 14 VPs on the west side. They're going to lose the others. Ouch. Carnifex doing some bad things to those Eldar. Land Raider taking a lot of damage. Needs some support here. Lehman Russ getting shots in. Chaos Predator getting shots in. There is the global repair and some loyalist Terminators called in by CubeBits. Can they get in with Power Fists and put pressure on this Predator tank here? The Land Raider does have a multi-melter on the top, so if you can get it close to large targets, it will do big chunks of damage, as it did there. They made the Predator back the hell off. Now Terminators are capping. And those are some dead Raveners if Nodnerb is not careful. Down they go. See that inspiration on kill there. 248. 14. Dreadnought is attacking a bunker. Very slowly. Guess it doesn't do much damage to buildings, say. Heavy melee. Techmarine is reviving. Gets up to level 6. He's done quite well with a couple of those orb throws. Level 7 Force Commander back on the field. Does not have a armor upgrade yet though. Dreadnought getting stuck into some trouble. Emperor's Fist on all those guardsmen. How did they get so close to him? Maybe he charged them down. 2-3-3, 14, 2-1 for red. They're holding on. Plague Marines out late game for Imperio. Help him cap and hold points. Nice grenade. Didn't do a whole lot though. Comrade needs to purchase something right now. Look at that float. He has completely lost sight of his economy. Could get another Land Raider up, or like 3 Predator tanks. Big misplay from Comrade, and they are hanging on with 14 VPs. Not sure what he's waiting for here. Let's get some armor for your Force Commander. Stormlord running in on the Land Raider, doing some damage with his massive heavy melee bone swords there. Looks like he's turning around to engage some infantry. Librarian's in trouble. Needs to retreat back to the Land Raider. Land Raider can act as a retreat point, which gives it massive utility in team games, especially since your allies can also use it as a retreat point. And a big map like this too. Terminators with a Cyclone missile launcher up, trying to tie up the Carnifex. A level 4 Carnifex, up to almost 1800 hit points. Double cap now for red. Comrade is getting a Land Raider. Down goes a Swarmlord. This Venerable is kicking some serious ass. Level 3. I have Tyrant switching back to the extended carapace. You can switch between war gear that you've already purchased. It takes 20 seconds or so. Leveling up is the Chaos Predator. Does have Mark of Khorne, buffing the damage of all of its weapons. And power bashing late game west side. Red team have the 2-to-1 cap. Blue team need to get into the middle and dislodge him. Desperately trying to repair this Land Raider. That is a nuke though. That is a dead Land Raider. A Zinch nuke from Imperio and a rocket run thrown in for good measure from the Emperor of Mankind. Not sure it was needed. 160 to 10. Might have wanted to save that to stop a cap or something later. Down goes that Predator tank. Librarian getting stuck in. He's done really well. Level 4, this guy. East side is red for now, but I see blue stuff going after it. 150 to 10. 1-to-1 cap. Can a red team cap this mid again? Bloodlet is being spawned in by the Chaos Sorcerer's global ability. Would also allow his nearby units to reinforce off that. Got some Marco Zinc CSM, level 4, packing a serious punch from range. But a Librarian going to tie them up, and they run away. 2-to-1 cap now. What's going on east side? Can the red team hold this? The Venerable Dreadnought continues to kick ass. Look at the XP just racking up. Takes down the Hive turret now. Goes after the Carnifex. Big chunks of damage per swing. 13810. Not sure how much DPS he'd be doing now at level 3. Autark doesn't really want to fight a Carnifex in melee, I don't think. Neurothrope hitting the field over there for Nodnerb. We do have double bunkers, one of them medical, one of them is repair. Might be time for the Emperor of Mankind to go mid. He's getting another Beyblade. I would have maybe got some more Lehman Russes instead. But we'll see how it goes. Some late game tactical marines for Comrade. Some assault squad guys up too. He is eventually now spending his resources. Venerable's almost level 4. Where did Comrade take the Land Raider? Oh, it is mid, okay. Carnifex is really low, but he needs it here to try and cap this. Needs to target things carefully, such as these fire dragons. Want to keep those guys suppressed if you can, Mr. Carnifex. Just ate some Cyclone missiles. Predator tank is here from Imperio. That is Paroxysm from the Neurothrope, doing big chunks of damage to enemy Terminators. It does percentage-based damage, and since it's psychic, it does extra to heavy and super heavy armor. Decent orbital. Takes out the Sorcerer. Neurothrope might go down on retreat thanks to the Dreadnought. Yes, a Venerable Dreadnought hits level 4. 2329 hit points, and it doesn't have Dark Age of Technology yet. It would have an extra 300 hit points. 98 10. Red team still holding on. That is Entangling Web, is it? On those Gene Stealers? Yes, it is. liberal usage of this Autarch by disposable heroes. Really liking it. Using that drop really well. Uh-oh. Bad news for these Terminators. Gene Stealer's on them with Adrenal Rush being activated, giving them extra damage and speed and a self-heal on hit. Those guys are barely getting away. Two models on just over 300 hit points. 83 to 10. This VP stays uncapped. The others seem to be pretty well locked down here right now. Beyblade having some trouble with stairs. Stairs are the real enemy in Dawn of War 2. Carnifex is still going. It's done so well. I'm not sure what these Dire Avengers think they're going to do. There they are, running away. So a misplay from disposable heroes. That kind of thing can add up. I mean, those Dire Avengers will still be in play right now. Adding something, maybe putting up shields, chucking grenades, but now they're off the field. 83 to 10. Warp Spider out of here. Level 10 Warp Spider Exarch. Wow. Improved target is helping him peel off those Tyranid models, I guess. Racking up that XP. I see a D-cannon shooting all the way back here. Singularity, a great tool to use to stop caps, of course. Autarch jumping in alongside the Force Commander there to disrupt the hell out of stuff. Decapped VP again. Vanguard veterans now for Comrade with a Power Fist in play. Carnifex still firing away. Wow. Wiped out those Fire Dragons, I think. Holy crap, how much damage is it doing at level 4? Gonna go down, I think, eventually, maybe? What is firing at it? Oh, it's a D-cannon. Got 20 hit points. Since it's a monstrous creature, it does have health regen, but goes down. I believe it was the plasma gun shot from the Techmarine that took it down. Level 8, this guy. Nice Singularity, taking out some heretics, including the aspiring champion. Techmarine levels to 9. Absolute bloodbath on this east side for pretty much the entire game. West side is Beyblade and Leman Russ versus Land Raider. Not a good fight for this Land Raider. It's the second Land Raider for CubeBits. Still the 1-to-1. These Marines are in a bad place. Got demolished to the chest. Didn't work out very well for them, but they might have saved this Land Raider. Nope. Land Raider goes down. CubeBits picking a bad fight there. Stayed in play way too long. Just desperately trying to decap, I guess. Now Vanguard veterans. I think your time might be better spent getting a little decap. Power Fist is getting some rear arm hits though, so it's a tough call. Have Tyrant on capping duty. Does not have his bonded exoskeleton for invulnerability, but gets the cap. Look at that. 2-to-1 for blue. Can they see this out? Finally. Red team have held on even. Scouts wiped out. Double zone thropes now in play. Venerable still kicking some ass. Get this guy. The Dark Age of Tanondri. Come on now. Might go down. Might go down. 1-to-1 cap again. They've decapped the west side. I guess the Assault Terminators did that. Are they Assault Terminators? Yes. Look, they lost 2 models doing it. Blue team are retaking it though, and that'll be enough to see the game out. Did the Venerable go down? Oh, there it is. Stoicism. GG, says the Emperor. Wonder if he said GG to Horus. There's the game. 2-to-1 for blue. They do take it. Well, fantastic. Fight back though for the red team there. Level 7 Lord General, level 9 Sorcerer. Used Tome a bunch of times on those Terminators, as you might have seen. Level 10 Hive Tyrant was an absolute menace. Level 7 Force Commander. Not sure if he ever got an armor upgrade. He's in there somewhere. Dead. CubeBits. The Techmarine level 9. Librarian did really well. And disposable heroes with a level 10 Warp Spider Exarch. Valiant effort from the red team. Couldn't quite hold on. And awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.